Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Hip Hop Babies
Baby. Hey.
album review.
I'm excited for this one.
Man, Earl, we finally get to review Earl. It's been so long.
It's been a minute.
Sick by Earl. Yeah, the only person that we want to do 60-minute albums decides that he wants to do 24-minute albums every single time.
Yes, I wanted this to at least be half an hour. Like I feel like he did that on purpose.
Man, well, it was a great one. It's definitely got me in a certain headspace.
Yeah.
Yes, it's one of those, man.
I feel like Earl, like it's been, how long has it been? Because I don't really even count Feed of Clay. I kind of like, but I think that was more so an EP, and it was like he took some rap songs and it went even. I wouldn't say damn near weirder with it. Like certain songs, it was like there was no beat. Like some rap songs, there was kind of beat, sometimes no beat. I feel like on East, a lot of it, he was like going even deeper into that. And I was worried. I'm like, you could do that, but I don't know. I feel like Earl, I like when even though he goes off base and he does a lot of weird stuff. At the end of the day, I remember Doris. I mean, even Earl, the project, the mixtape. And I feel like I'm not gonna say he lost that, but he started going a different way, and I vibe with it. But I always kind of wanted him to touch back. And I feel like this is the closest we've gotten to that in years.
In years, yeah, for real.
Yeah, because even some rap songs, I was kind of worried, but I grew to love some rap songs. It took time. And I like this project a lot. Like I think Sick, with everything going on, the title, I feel like this was the time to drop a project if he was gonna do it like this. You want to go into Old Friend, or you want to summarize? Like, what do you let's do it. Let's go into it, right? Old Friend, I really like though. Old Friend, I feel like it really set the tone. It let me know that I wasn't just gonna get him rapping over a weird sample that was just like looped and toned up, and like it's like, where is this shit from? Like it was grounded, and he's just rapping his ass off. And I feel like he was talking about like how shit has kind of changed, and how people change up from you. You got to make new friends, or like you reconnect. It's like that's what I love about Earl. You can take a lot from his songs. I feel like that was a good way to start the album.
It was an amazing way to start the album. Yeah, it was a great way to start the album. It was definitely a tone setter, and man, when you're talking about how you get all these different things from the songs, he even says it in his own album where he says on Habitual Harassing, this game of telephone is massive. I do what I have with the fragments. Like you really picking up just like so many until it makes a complete song. And that's like the best way to describe this music is there's so many gems and hidden lines within these projects.
I think that's why we wanted to take our time, right? Because I feel like if we were to, like some rap songs when that came out, if we would have reviewed it maybe even a month after it dropped, I might have been negative on it. Not negative, but more than I was now. I feel like it was like that with this project. It took a lot of time for the theme and some of the songs to really hit me. Because even going to 2010, I feel like Old Friend 2010 and even the beat on that song, it gave me. I'm not trying, like, he's not old. I'm not trying to say like old Earl versus new Earl, nothing like that. No, I can say that, but it's like he's a new person. He's talking about new things. He's been through a lot, obviously, with his music and what his album covers and everything have been like. We've heard about his life, but 2010 kind of, he's talked about how he's evolved and how he's taken the pain that he's been through and he's grown. Especially since he's talking about, I got sent, he says, I think I got sent away on the island. A lot of stuff has changed. He's talking about how he's upgraded. And you can see it in certain ways with how he's promoting this album. It seems like he's trying to be more active again, which is dope. Even with the way he's rapping, he's more hungry, he's more active rather than just laying back and spitting poetic shit at you and you just have to connect it. It's a groove to this again, I keep saying, but it's like, bro, he's been in his Billy Woods / deep alternative vibe for a while now. And it's like, it's been hard to really connect fully unless it takes a lot of time. This is the quickest I've connected with an Earl project like this. I don't know if it lacks depth because of that, but I don't think so.
It's just because he's really rapping again though. He's really just got like some beats that actually have genuine melodies and like structure. It feels like structure that you can like connect with right away.
It threw me off at first, damn near. I was like, oh, okay. This is what we're getting again.
It's kind of funny.
I mean, that's not to say some of these beats, I mean, if you're, you still mainly listen to a certain type, like these beats are still not the most conventional thing all the time. Sick, and then we're in the Vision, like,
no, I like
the way still goes off the rails, which I love,
Yeah, I like the way that these songs, like the beats move and stuff. Like, flow. I feel like, the flow is, it's like some of them have like stutter steps. Like, what is it? 2010 has like it like speeds up, slows down. It really is just a masterpiece from like front to back. And then we got the next one with Z Loopers.
That's one of your growing favorites this year so far. I love that song. I love that song. Wow. That's like one of my faves. I feel like Z Loopers really, again, checking out his work and then going into this, I thought it would work, but I feel like I like what he brought to the track because it was almost like, going back to Earl's last project, he talks about like bad acid did a trip to his mental. He talks about how certain things affected his vision, what he was seeing, what he was believing. And I feel like that song, even Z Loopers, he said, bring me back where I was, keep reminding me. And it feels like I get, like we're saying, he's grounded on this album. I feel like he touches on that on this song as well.
Talking about his hometown grounded and stuff. Yeah.
He had to fix it. He had to do things. He had to figure out things himself because no one else was helping him at a point. But now, I feel like things have changed and he seems like he's finding himself without being as standoffish, which is dope to see. I feel like that's why that was a highlight to me because it was like, he went off the rails, but it's still, I feel like that shit still kind of slaps. But I mean, I've always had a weird ear, so it slapped to me, but I know for most people are like, what is he talking about when he started, especially when Z Looper started just like, going off on his little shit.
He's so captivating himself. Like Z Looper is just captivating with his flow. And like, he's got his voice just has such an easy, like, catch your ear, and you just like you can't stop listening to it. It's like over and over again. And that's how his album was too. The one where he's got the Van Gogh ear. And yeah, great album.
Recommended. Next one. This was a single. What we got? No, this was a single. Tabula. How do you say it? I still can't say
Tabula Rasa.
Yes. That's my thing with the episodes. I'm going to say every track title wrong at least once. I'm going to have to get confirmation on how to say it. This one, how do you feel about this one? I'll let you get into it first. I think we talked, but I don't think we did a video on this. No.
We did not do a video on this, but they did a video on this, and that shit was amazing. It's crazy, bro. Like they just in a nigga's house, bro. Like they were really just at like the house writing up together. This shit, and just like you can just imagine them going back and forth writing it, bro. Like trying to outdo the other one, like because these are crazy ass MCs.
There's a lot of men in the room. My pack loud. That nigga Billy Woods is. I need another album right now. I need it. Armand Hammer, man.
Fiending, bro, for real. Because Armand Hammer is crazy.
Yeah, and Earl. Again, this is a collab I've been wanting. As far as like on an Earl project, because we've heard them collab on Arm & Hammer, of course, but this was dope to see on his project because I feel like the beat on this is a little something different because it's Earl's beat. I think you mentioned it earlier how Earl like sometimes plays with the beats or like it sounds like it's almost like it starts fasting. It goes faster at certain points or like it kind of speeds up. I love how on this song he goes faster, and it almost tricked me for a minute because it almost felt like his flow sped up and he started like, and it almost got me like the beat sped up again on that track. Like that's what I love how he plays with his flows, and the beats on here are top notch. I there's not really a miss beat wise for me on this album. This was a highlight, of course. Lie, I like Lie. I thought Lie was cool. It was a cool little transition after that hard-hitting collab track. How'd you feel about Lie?
I really just love the brass on this track, and the instrumentation is really, really beautiful. I feel like on all of these, the instrumentation is all beautiful. It's either like strings or piano or horn. He's so diverse with all the instruments that he puts into his production.
Yeah.
It's just, and every single time, bro, it's a hit. So this one was really good too. Just in turn, I'm just talking in terms of sound. Lie is not like one of my favorite tracks on here, and I'm not as big of an Earl fan as you right now with this. So I feel the album, and I really like it, but it puts me in a certain, I don't know, a certain.
No, I told you
that,
it puts you in a certain mindset. It's a certain mood. Even though he's lessened it, it's still a mood. He's still a moody artist. And Lie is one of those tracks again where I feel like he's kind of, again, the beat kind of slaps a little bit more, but he's back on his moody shit. I feel like that's like kind of a moody track. I liked it. I don't know if it's one of my faves. It's only 10 tracks on here though. So I mean, it makes sense because I mean, with Little Time to Miss, you're saying you don't really like it, but it's one of your least favorites. And that's when we start getting to like damn near interludes and then God Laughs, which is kind of a short track. And I like that track, but again, kind of short. And then Titanic is where I kind of really felt Titanic's a highlight. It was a single. Again, that's more of an upbeat. That's damn near, it's not, of course, it's not like a trap beat or nothing, but that shit kind of slap. I love his flow on Titanic.
It's almost trappy. It's more. Yeah, it feels more like it feels more like Florida than like trap music to me, though. The way that he was doing his ad libs in the song was, or whoever was doing them. I have no clue if there was somebody else doing them. That reminded me almost of like, you know, some like Florida shit. And then, but he, you know, he's still lyrical with it. The song is named Titanic because of the line in the song. He goes, "Iceberg Mac kind of slim. What they couldn't see sinking ships."
And some of the beat sounds like it's almost like dripped in a water. Like I wouldn't say like it's water. Like
yeah, it's like a.
That's
water
why
sound,
like you're saying like it's just trap beat, but that kind of waters it down sometimes. Like it's almost like he messed with the mastering a little bit to sound like that at certain points on purpose, which makes sense. Yeah. Earl would do that, do some weird lo-fi, like some weird shit.
It's called Titanic, beat. Bro.
Yeah, he's not gonna give you just a normal trap beat. It's gonna be some, or like not trap beat, but like the normal slapping beat. It's gonna always have some Earl shit in it. You know what I mean? Which is dope.
Some metaphor or something.
Yeah, that was a highlight for me. I really like that track.
It's a weird beat. It's a weird beat. But once you listen to
Mask Off like a super villain, like the flow. Yeah, he murdered that shit.
And then Fire in the Hole.
Fire in the Hole, I think that was a really good close. Again, I really like this project. I think it's going to be one of my favorites. I don't know. No, I'm not even going to say that. I think it's going to be one of my favorites. I think Earl really showed me with this one, because Feet of Clay threw me off a little bit. Didn't really vibe with it heavy, but I liked it. And this one is damn near, I can't say it's competing with some rap songs, and some rap songs when it took time to grow on me. This is this is the most enjoyable time I've had with an Earl Sweatshirt album off a few listens in a long time. A lot of times with Earl albums now, it's like it takes a lot of time, or I have to be in a certain mood, or like I have to be willing to put myself in a mood. There's some rap songs, and I don't like shit. I'm not gonna lie, they're depressing albums. It's really dark. It's not really a lot of hope and light in those albums. And this one, it's not as bright if you were looking like for like just like something you would casually slap on the radio, but there's some moments on there, and that's what I kind of was hoping he would do. So I'm really happy with this project. Can't complain. I can't complain. I just hope he gave me two more tracks. One more.
more, bro.
Yeah, because that interlude, or the one track, the couple tracks he made shorter, maybe fill him out a little more. But I can't, because he did a good job. So yeah, this is up there. I think I'm gonna stick with this one. It's not just me saying, oh, it's more accessible because I just hear it. I think it is, and I think anyone who has the time, again, should listen to this project. Like, at least check it out. You might not like it, but at least give it a listen, because you might really like it. You never know.
You'll probably really like it. If you listen to people like Alchemist or Griselda, or
yeah, definitely.
Or you listen to fucking Arm & Hammer, like we were talking about, like you're gonna like Earl. You're gonna know who Earl is if you listen to those people, though. So like, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know if he's gonna get new fans. I don't think he's reaching for that either with this.
Really? I mean, I don't know. I feel like his circle is only growing as an artist. So I think the more artists you connect with, more collabs you do and stuff like that, and you bringing people in, you giving like good ass verses, bro. I mean, like people are looking for real rappers. Like
no,
everybody,
of course. But
everybody wants.
Earl at one point, especially with Tyler, like they were together.
That was a totally different.
Doris, like I don't know if Doris, I think he's damn near. I'm not gonna say he's smaller than when he made Doris, but I think Doris there was more hype. I think now Earl has really just started making music for his fan base. He could get more fans, of course, because he's dope as fuck, but I don't know if it's gonna grow rapidly. I don't think he's aiming for that now. I don't know if he was aiming for that before, but definitely not now. It's not gonna connect with everybody.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Nah, it's not how it's supposed to be though, because this shit is raw as fuck, bro. I feel like more people, yeah, like I said, that's why I'm recommending. Because I feel like more people should give stuff like this a shot, especially because I feel like Earl at one point was bubbling. He was doing stuff. I just think he went really left, and he's still on the left. But I feel like this is the most grounded. I feel like if you were gonna check Earl out again, check this one out. Skip Feet of Clay if you've been skipping his projects ever since like I Don't Like Shit, maybe some rap songs. I know that threw a lot of people off. Go to this one and then maybe go back if you want to spend time.
All right. Well, thank y'all for letting us do this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that. Appreciate y'all. Earl, drop more music. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. Leave comments. We love to talk about this album. This album, I believe, it's going to be an album I would love to talk about because I feel like you can interpret it a lot of ways. And I think it's cool. Earl did his thing with this one. Thank you for listening as usual.
Yep.
Peace.